What's going on, guys? TKD123 back video, and today we're going to be discussing the blockbuster flunk. Yes, I said flunk, people. Batman versus Superman. Right now, I say flunk just because that's my opinion. Right, it's not my opinion at all. I have not seen the movie. I don't have an opinion on said movie. However, due to its rapid decline in movie going, right, and the week 2 box office had a large plunge, right. I'm personally a bit skeptical, so that's why I brought my boy Slim in here. And Slim, you have experienced this movie, correct?
I have indeed.
All right, so we brought you here today for you to discuss how you feel about Batman v Superman, and I'll give you what I've heard, right? What I've heard about said movie. So I guess we'll open this commentary, I guess, with your initial thoughts on Batman v Superman. I'll let you have the floor, and if you're going into spoiler territory, just we'll let them know, and then they can pause or fast forward, and yeah.
I'll try my hardest not to.
Okay, all right, that's fine. You have.
It was good. Like I don't understand what you're saying. Like I liked it. It was borderline. It was borderline fantastic. I'd give it a solid 8.9 out of 10.
Borderline fantastic.
Cinematography was good. Acting was great. The story was great. I really love how
Wait,
they had
now
how they.
You say the story is great?
The story, the plot, cinematography. I meant to say the climax.
Here's one of the things I've heard about this movie. Right now, just to say again, I have not seen the movie. This is not my opinion. This is what I've heard, right? And I've heard this opinion from trusted people that I trust their judgment, right? And so I'm not gonna say names here. I'm not gonna name names, but let's just I was listening to a podcast, right? You know what? I'll name names. Screw it. I was listening to Kinda Funny, right? I'm sure y'all are familiar with Kinda Funny. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, right? But Colin Moriarty, right? He says that the movie lacked plot, and he has been on the record and saying, quote, that if you actually think that this movie has plot, you're insane, right? He says that things just happen in the movie for no reason. There is absolutely no reason why any of these events are happening. There's really, I mean, basically that's just the crux of his actual argument, is that there is really no reasoning as to why any of this is happening to any of the characters at all, and that he just feels that this movie was just a way to obviously introduce the upcoming Justice League movie. So with knowing those claims, how do you feel? How do you combat that?
He's right and wrong.
Right and wrong.
Because there is definite reasoning, which I will not say because that is indeed a spoiler, and I will not enter that territory. There is definite reason for everything that happens in the movie, and it is a setup for the upcoming Justice League movie, which I am excited for.
Yeah.
But he's right and wrong.
So you believe there is a plot?
I do.
So, I mean, I need to see this because I need a former opinion, because I'm not saying you're wrong, Billy, right? I'm not, obviously, I'm saying you have seen it. I had not seen it, right? So I can't say you're wrong, but I do trust Colin Moriarty with my life, basically. I mean,
what's my life?
I mean, low key, bro. Like, if he wanted my iTunes library, you can have it for real, though. This is, but was there anything that you disliked about said movie, Batman v Superman? Like, was there any lull moments or things that you just felt like weren't necessary?
Let's see. The way that they introduced a certain character was kind of meh. Like,
was it the Flash?
Okay, there was. No, I loved how they put the Flash in there.
There is a theory on that.
Spoiler. Okay, I have to.
Okay.
I have to.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler territory.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
There is a part where Batman has to reach out to Wonder Woman to get her to come and fight Doomsday with him. And he sends her the links to all the videos of Aquaman herself and the Flash.
Wow.
And there's
lit.
like video footage from what looks like could be like a 7-Eleven Circle K type situation.
Okay.
And he's sitting there, he goes into the thing, it's about to get robbed. He's picking up some milk, and then he turns around and he sees that it's getting robbed.
Okay.
Takes a few seconds, and then obviously he speeds over there and takes down the cork and comes back. And it sort of gives a little like smirk, and then that's over. And then you see Aquaman, and there's a camera deep down the ocean. There's like a cruise ship that went down. You know, you've seen Titanic, right? How they showed it underwater like that. It was like that.
You've seen Titanic, right?
Titanic is
Titanic is a prequel to Batman v Superman. Class A confirmed, bro.
It is confirmed. Just like Half-Life 3.
Half-Life 3. All right, go ahead.
But you see the trident, and then you see and you see Aquaman, and he destroys the camera and speeds off.
Interesting.
But the way that they introduced Wonder Woman, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
Like
I heard, well, at least from what Colin said, right? I'm gonna basically base off all my opinions off of Colin, right? What he said was that something about how like she's a reporter and like she needs something from them and then gets it, and then that's how something like that. I'm forgetting what the exact minute details.
She's not like a reporter. She's like acting off of her own accord.
Oh really?
Like she's just chilling. Yeah. Like she steals something, or borrows, in her words, from Batman.
Interesting.
And then gives it back.
Interesting. Interesting. So you did not like how they introduced Aquaman, or no? You said you didn't like how they introduced Wonder Woman.
I didn't like how they introduced Wonder Woman. Like there was an introduction of just a woman. Like we didn't know it was Wonder Woman yet, and then there was introduction of Wonder Woman. They should have just taken out that first introduction, and then started it off of where she borrowed it.
Right.
From Superman. So
you felt that like her, her other identity per se, was not needed in the movie. Basically. Okay, gotcha. And see, because I know how the movie ends, right? And I know what happens at the end of the movie because I listen to podcasts, right? And there's a theory about, I don't know if it's the first time you see Flash in the movie or maybe it's the second or third time. I'm not sure, but there's a part where Flash is running really fast and then like stops in front of the character and says something along the lines of, "Oh man, wrong one," or like, "Nope, not here," something like that, right? Like he's actively doing something using his speed. Is there a scene I'm talking about?
In Batman vs Superman?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Only what I told you.
Okay. Because there's this whole ordeal. Well, okay, we're gonna go into another spoiler alert. I know that Superman dies at the end of the movie, and I know that he's buried, right? But there is a theory that since the Flash can travel through time using his speed, right? That when they do the next movie of this, which it might be the Justice League or something like that, whatever they do, right? There's a theory where they want to get Superman back, obviously, right? But he's dead, right? So what they do is the Flash goes back in time and tries to tell Superman to stop the events that partake that get him killed in this movie, right? So the theory is that when you see the Flash running super fast and he stops and like says that one comment where it's like, "Oh, not here," or like, whatever he said, right? The theory is that is the Flash from the second movie that's still being made and coming up. And that's him traveling back in time trying to find the exact point where he can tell Superman that, "Yo, listen, don't do this, whatever he does in the movie that gets him killed," so that he can remain alive. That's
the way that I see it.
Yeah.
The way that I see it, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Why?
Like that would just fuck up everything.
Why?
Because Batman hates Superman. Like he fucking hates him. Yo, he really hates him, and it takes the events that occur with Doomsday for him to finally get on his side.
Well,
so the way that the Flash should do it is he should come back and he should say, "No, stop." He should take what he should take. He should do what Superman did that got him killed, and do it in a way that wouldn't get him killed.
Or why doesn't
You know what I mean?
the Flash from the movie 2 go back to movie 1 and explain to both Batman and Superman that, listen, there's a much bigger threat that you guys will face later. However, I need you guys to cooperate and not kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Like when
They
I just
could do that, but
when I
that's
just
like
bring Batman, yeah.
kind of a cop out.
Because
Like it's kind of like a cop out.
well then we're messing with the real thing if whatever Flash changes about the past doesn't affect Batman, right? Because I'm sure it'll affect Superman, because Superman will have no connotation of what happened, you know, of him dying and all that. Like that won't be in existence. But if we do that, and like let's say, you know, what I said does happen, does Superman still hate Batman when he lives?
No, Superman doesn't hate Batman.
At
Batman
all.
hates Superman.
Oh, okay, I see. So the
no,
only
no, what? No, I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
I don't think I should tell you, because
Okay.
like that would.
I definitely do need to see this movie. Get my own opinion on it. I really do need to see it. I'm just reserving it based off of what I've heard. You know what I'm saying? That's my main thing. Where it's like, you know, I was expecting it to be, you know, Avengers tier, like not Age of Ultron, but the first Avengers tier, where it was like, you know, it struck everybody. You know, it was, you know, it was awesome, right? But
Yeah, I think it was awesome.
yeah, but there's people that like you that think it was awesome, and I hear them, but then there's also the Colin Moriartys of the world that hated it. Well, he didn't hate it. He just disliked a lot of things about it. I don't know if it was him or if it was Tim Geddes, but one of them described it as like, if we're comparing it to Man of Steel, right? It was like Man of Steel, they said, was like a good movie with like some bad parts in it. And this one is a bad movie but with good parts in it.
Okay.
Is how he described this movie. If we're comparing it to Man of Steel in this one, where it was like, you know, Man of Steel was like a good movie, but it had some, you know, dull moments in it, right? Like a lot of dull moments. But this movie is just, you know, kind of bad, and like according to them, you know, had no plot, but it had some really dope scenes in it. So it's like the opposite. So, you know, I mean, like how do you feel about that? If you have any opinion, you know, on that, I want to defend that or rebuttal. Or I mean, you know, if you want to cry, I mean,
I don't
that too. But.
I don't know specifically like how to defend against that, but like I don't agree with what he's saying, but I don't know how to verbally disagree with it.
I got you. All right, so you know, overall, you know, to just your overall senses, you did like it. Would you recommend it? I assume you would, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would.
I don't know. Did you get everything? Did you get everything that you were expecting from this movie? Like, was there something that you were, you know, let down on by this movie? Like, did you get everything that you were hoping for? I guess is what I'm trying to go for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, except for the fact that like, if it was just straight up Batman versus Superman and Superman had no morals, the fight would be over in 3 seconds.
Well, yeah. That's
But the fact that Superman has morals and the way he wanted to go about the events that occurred that made him actually want to fight Batman, it was better. Like the movie was able to be elongated.
Right. I'm gonna watch it at some point.
People say that it was Batman versus Superman for 10 minutes, and then it was Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman versus Doomsday, but actually it wasn't. It was Superman saving the day, and Batman preparing versus to fight Superman, and Wonder Woman not even doing anything for about an hour.
Wow.
And then it was Batman versus Superman for about 15 minutes, and then it was Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman versus Doomsday for the rest of the movie. And then there was Lois Lane versus the government.
Versus the government?
Yeah.
Right.
Warning.
Well, not really versus the government, like trying to get information.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Alright, well, you know, it's pretty clear. I need to watch it. I'm going to watch it at some point. And maybe we'll return to this topic once I get an opinion on it. And, you know, we can have, you know, an even probably better discussion. What?
I almost forgot one thing. So at the beginning hour chunk, there was also one thing that I forgot. So it was Batman preparing versus Superman. Superman saving the day. Lois Lane trying to get information from the government. Wonder Woman not doing anything. And it was Lex Luthor getting fucked over.
How
Getting
so?
fucked over.
Is that a spoiler?
He wanted... Yeah, it is. It's a pretty big spoiler.
Alright.
It's a pretty big spoiler.
Okay, then we're just going to skip
But I
that.
really liked his character. The actor did a great job.
I've heard that some people hated him.
Really?
I've heard that.
How?
Okay, I've heard him described as a great value Joker. I've heard him described as
He could definitely be Joker.
as like that's not Lex Luthor, right? Lex Luthor is supposed to be, you know, smart and think ahead of everyone, right? This one is just
I don't really
like
know much about Lex Luthor, but
yeah.
I just know that actor did a great job.
I've heard, you know, just arguments that, you know, he would have been a better Joker, right? But like he like acted like Joker when he was supposed to act like Lex Luthor, and Lex Luthor, right? Like how he is that he's always thinking a step ahead of everybody. Like no matter what movie you see, no matter what comic you read, Lex Luthor always ends up a step ahead of everyone else. And apparently he didn't really do that in this movie, which, you know, I'm not sure about. I just whatever.
He did.
He did.
From what I'm remembering.
You are?
He did.
Think 2 steps ahead of the other guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. That just, I mean, you know, that's what I've heard. So, you have any lasting comments on Batman vs Superman? Anything you gotta say to the crowd?
I can't wait to see Barry Allen in action.
Fucking Flash.
That's pretty much it.
Flash
as soon as I saw the
fanboy.
Flash, I checked out. I was like, fucking Justice League, please.
I mean,
Because I love the Flash so much, and I'm
Yeah.
pretty mad about what just happened in the Flash, like the Flash show on CW. Check it out if you haven't seen it. You can go on Netflix, watch the first season. You can go on CW or some illegal sites. I won't judge you.
when
the
you're
second
sponsored by Netflix. When you
Hey,
have
Netflix sponsor me. I watch all your shit, bro.
when you
Even the bad stuff. I just tried to watch Spider-Man with Drake Bell last night. Wanted to shoot myself.
use keyword slim at checkout to get 15%
True.
off.
True, fuck Woody. True, fuck Woody.
Alright, we're gonna cut it short here. That's all we gotta say about Batman v Superman. If you guys enjoy the content, please like and share the video as always with, you know, your friends, whoever, you know, show it to your mom, whatever. I don't care. Show it to somebody. Alright? Show it in class. Put it on the smart board. Connect it to Apple TV. Show it to somebody, right? Put my channel on a QR code and put it outside your door. I don't care, right?
Listen to me. You need to go outside. You know that man that's talking to himself outside trying to sell you meth? Show him this video. I promise you, he will stop doing meth.
For
Immediately, he'll get a
real?
job as CEO. He'll become a billionaire, and then he'll come and buy us.
Bless up. Anyway, speaking of trying to find me, in the description you can find my Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, all that good stuff. You can follow me there and see what I'm doing, see what's popping. Make sure you check out my Snapchat daily devotions where I give you guys some life tips and how to bless up and always, you know, abide by the Most High. And that's all I gotta say. As always, hope you enjoyed the video. I got you.